Here's a wild tour story for you. This is one that I've told many, many times, though, because it's just so ridiculous. We were in the UK. We were on our first UK tour with Harmar Superstar. Our tour manager, who I would not say his name for, the sake of his reputation, at the time was going through some things. You could tell in his personal life he was a little all over the place, in my opinion. Like, the job of a tour manager is mostly to stay sober so you can drive the car, especially in the UK where the wheels are on the other side and all of that. But this dude had decided to just get wasted. And I remember he was drunk before we were even done playing. After show, everyone brought in some MDMA. They're like, you want some MDMA? You want some Molly? And of course, me and Sophia Ayers was like, yeah, we want some Molly. So we all were like rolling, you know what I'm saying? Dizzily popping. And the tour manager wants to roll. And we're like, bruh, like, you shouldn't be doing drugs. Like, how are we supposed to get to the bar? How are we supposed to get home to our homies? How are we supposed to get to the hotel? What are you doing? Anyways, he pops, he rolls. We somehow all make it to the same bar, and this bar is very small. It's like sweaty leads. I think Lou Reed passed away that evening, so it was just all of this like Lou Reed music just like bumping in the place. Everybody was feeling each other, rolling their tits off, and me and Sophia Ayers were like standing on the couches in the club, just like raising the roof and like shaking the chandeliers around, sweating our balls off. Out of nowhere, I see our tour manager, who, mind you, is like 6'5". Very tall, thin man, kind of sounds like Stewie Griffin. I saw him out of the corner of my eye in this small pub, crowd surfing. First of all, I was like, I thought they sent you home because I thought you had had enough, sir. Second of all, how on earth does somebody have the gumption to crowd surf in a pub? Anyway, so he's crowd surfing. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah. I just remember he was screaming. He was so happy. And all of a sudden, his body just snapped in half and disappeared into a DJ booth. And everyone who was holding him was like, oh, and looked down. And I swear to God, I thought he was dead. Like, because of course I was drunk and rolling. So I was like, he's dead. So I jumped down and I ran through. I was like, move, 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 move. I get to him and he's alive and he's like, oh, yes. So he's like super stoked. I pick his big ass up and we go home. Needless to say, for the rest of the tour, he stayed sober, but his back was hurting and he complained about his back the whole time. But that's a pretty crazy tour story. Tour manager gone wild. Flashed his boobs a few times.
My whole life, basically, I was involved with a church that said you couldn't wear pants, you couldn't wear jewelry, you couldn't listen to music, you couldn't communicate with people that were not in the church.
And I'm blessed to have people like Block who got my back, especially Ross in the studio. I must say, is very inspirational. He don't even have to go as hard as he does, and he does it.
I wrote my verse and comment like, dang, you just killed me on my album. He was like, I can't go out like that. Then we ended up doing a song for me, and he killed me on that song, so we even right now.
Well, I don't know where we went. I think we went like to the venue with all our bags where he was performing and was like on stage like, we could be going to jail later, but hey, oh, we're in it all.